President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Never got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally.
A new world order.
These allegations are false.
Weapons of mass destruction.
The USA Patriot Act.
The blueprint for large corporations.
We once were, we are no longer a Christian nation.
Donald Trump confirmed that he is considering a run in 2016.
Do it.
I am officially running for President of the United States.
He will never be President of the United States.
Donald Trump will never be elected President of the United States.
As people are watching these results come in,
we are going to make this decision now. Donald Trump will be the 45th President of the United States.
Does it ever seem to you that President Trump has done more than any president in modern history?
In the 10 years I've been involved in politics, I've never seen an administration hit the ground running like this.
I could spend the rest of the hour laying out the accomplishments under the Trump presidency, despite everything thrown at him.
Market just had its 12th straight record close.
Taking action to save as many kids as they can.
We were energy independent under the Trump administration.
More Americans reported being employed than ever before.
Those who have served our country in the military to get access to mental health care.
The Great American Outdoors Act is the largest single piece of legislation to support our national parks and public lands.
Created more than 7 million good-paying jobs.
Websites can be held liable in court for having sex trafficking content.
The Abraham Accords, which for any other president would have been multiple peace prizes.
America did not enter into a foreign war.
The employment rate in the U.S. fell to 3.5%.
The First Step Act eases federal sentencing for nonviolent offenders.
Increased funding for historically black colleges and universities.
Allows terminally ill patients easier access to experimental drugs.
Kept the inflation rate low.
Honored with the Bipartisan Justice Award.
Had a massive MS-13 gang problem. 3.9% is the unemployment rate. Requiring airports to provide lactation rooms for breastfeeding mothers.
Middle class family income increased nearly $6,000.
A dramatic escalation in his crackdown on illegal immigration.
An advocate for educational choice.
Tariffs on Mexico and Canada.
An act preventing animal cruelty and torture.
Taking out Baghdadi, the head of ISIS, Soleimani, the Iranian general.
Save Our Seas Act commitment to environmental issues.
We're saying Merry Christmas again.
Community development in low-income urban and rural communities.
Help us to remember the importance of fighting off tyranny.
Pulling out of UNESCO, the World Health Organization, the Paris Climate Accords, reassessing NATO and the United Nations.
Stood up for Christianity and the Constitution more than any president in American modern history.
We are stopping the attacks on Judeo-Christian values. Do you miss me yet?
All right, we are hang on.
Well, you're not on.
Yeah, I am not on. I'm trying here.
Jeez, all right, drink. Every time Cav has a either mic or video issue, take a drink. That we're doing a drinking game tonight.
You guys are gonna have a rough time with that.
It's just gonna be we're gonna be drunk in like 5 minutes.
I think I'm on now.
Take a drink.
That is all right. Sorry about that. The reason it wasn't working was because I never closed my Streamlabs because I was recording stuff earlier, so it was conflicting. But yeah, upload a new video to Nerdy Cav. But yeah, I try to sprinkle some content here and there. I really just I can't do content during the week anymore. It's just so difficult. So we've been kind of messing around with streaming schedules. Hopefully when we get into the winter, fall months, it'll chill out a bit. We can start doing extra streams during the week. But yeah, here we are on a Sunday. We're ready to go. Appreciate everybody being here. What's up, Robert? Hey, Boomer confirm. Hey, not that old. I'm getting there. Yeah, but yeah, I have a lot of tech difficulties. That is true. We are live though on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Kick, and I finally went live on Odyssey. Never really used them before, but yeah, I mean, if people watch over there, we're live. I think. I don't know. I can't really
tell. What the fuck
tell.
is Odyssey? Now I feel like I'm a boomer. What the fuck is Odyssey?
The only reason... Oh, okay, never mind. We're not on Odyssey. we were live a second ago. I don't know what happened.
Fuck it. I'm Googling this right now. What's Odyssey?
It's a pretty based free speech platform. It's funny. One of the first times I heard about it was Angry Video Game Nerd was uploading stuff to there. So,
oh really?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We were live a second ago. I guess the feed got cut or something. I don't know. Maybe their servers aren't great. But either way, we're here. We are going to be going over the whole Russia scandal stuff. A lot of wild stuff with, Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, Lauren Chen, who's the pretty much the ringleader of the whole thing. Her YouTube entire account got nuked. She's gone.
So wait, is it confirmed that like what has been confirmed with it? Because to be honest, like I saw it and I just was like, I don't even want to dive into this. I just don't care anymore. Because half the time, like anytime the media mentions Russia, it's normally ill-informed and not true. Like they're like, I mean, how long ago was it they were saying Trump was getting peed on by Russian prostitutes?
Yeah,
you know, like
Russia's always their go-to, which is why you don't want to get crazy with everything yet. It's like
I don't know how true most of any of this is.
Yeah, it's like I need to wait to see more about this. Pretty much the gist of it was that Lauren Chen, which you guys probably know as the roaming millennial, I think was her original name, did some stuff for PragerU.
Yeah, that hot chick that has a nice set of titties, and that's why she's famous, because she does right-wing content.
Yeah,
with a nice set of knockers.
No, she's pretty modest. She's a pretty modest girl, but she's attractive.
Just joking. It's like this whole thing's just stupid. Like it just doesn't matter.
She started out doing like PragerU stuff. It's funny. One of the first videos I've ever saw from her was that she was reviewing the Telltale Walking Dead video game. She still does, I think, or I guess used to before they nuked her account, movie reviews and such. But let's see if I can bring it up here. This is kind of like the gist of it.
She's the one that always gets her dad to like also review stuff too, right?
Yeah, she would get her dad on the videos.
Those are the only videos I watch, are the ones where like she gets her dad to like, because her dad is like old fashioned Asian, and just is like, what the fuck is this shit you're making me watch? And it's like the greatest. He has like genuine reactions. It's great.
Yeah, I used to really like her channel, and I'll still tune in here and there depending. I know she got really a little I want to say cold feet with Trump. She kind of been, I'll support him, then she kind of said, no, actually I won't, he's not strong enough on this and that. So not my favorite, but anyways, it came out that this, the Russia propaganda indictment, or some, indictment from the DOJ, and the people they mention are Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, Dave Rubin, a couple other influencers I'm not too familiar with. But pretty much there's this company called Tenet. I believe it's Tenet. They have the name down
Yep,
there.
it's Tenet Media.
Tenet Media is owned by Canadian national and right-wing social media personality Lauren Chen and her husband, Liam Donovan. The DOJ indictment doesn't mention them specifically, but it does mention their company, obviously. So they own this company. This company was, taking money from, as they say down there, Russian operatives for pushing propaganda. And they would pay people to do a few videos from them. They paid Tim Pool something crazy. Like he did 4 videos and they gave him like $500,000. And same thing with like Dave Rubin and stuff. They paid them freaking like, $400,000 or $500,000 just to do like 2 or 3 videos. And again, they have some kind of Russian propaganda ties to it. They own the company. Lauren Chen. So they have some kind of indictment against them because Russia. They're coming through an election. They have to have something. They're going to throw a lot at us right now. Throwing Trump in jail didn't work. Shooting him didn't work. So now they're going back to the Russia thing. So who knows how much is actually really true? What is happening? We do know for a fact that they do own the company, so they are not saying anything. Probably at the advice of their lawyers, they're just like, "Hey, keep quiet. Don't say anything."
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up, don't say anything.
But
that's the true way.
Yeah. They nuked her channel. Her personal channel is gone. It's still on Rumble, I believe. But yeah, they were paying.
Well, Rumble doesn't ban people, so
yeah. But they're essentially paying people, like recruiting. They're trying to recruit other influencers, try to get them to join their team, and then I guess they had any team you sign with, any company you sign with, they're going to have you say a few things about the company. They're going to kind of direct you on what you say. So every influencer that you could possibly think of, even if you think they're probably more on the honest side of things, are probably being persuaded in some kind of way. That was I think Crowder's biggest problem with Daily Wire is they're like, you got to say this, you got to say that, got to do these ad reviews.
Well, that was his biggest problem with everything. I mean, that's why I was surprised he signed up with the Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
but
now he's not.
Yeah,
now he's not.
Yeah,
so that just goes to show he does not like being told what. And to be honest, like, good on him for it, because you do kind of see when channels are kind of like bought out, you always can tell when like the content changes and stuff, and they're more about like the ad revenue than they are about making good content.
Yep.
You can always tell when that happens. Always.
Oh yeah, for sure. We've seen that with a lot of even just like regular YouTubers that aren't really political. Like I think one of the biggest sellouts, in my opinion, was Good Mythical Morning. I don't know if you guys watch them, but
they're beyond sellout. Holy shit!
Oh yeah, I used to be huge fans of them. We actually saw them live because they came by our area and we went and saw them live. But yeah, you can tell. You can literally just go back and watch their old videos, and you can see the point literally when they become sellouts. And they made a big announcement that they're abandoning their Christianity and all this stuff. Like they went full sellout, full LGBT crap. But everyone gets bought off at some point, right? Everybody has some kind of a price. There's maybe very, very few exceptions.
Right.
It's funny. I was just reading today Benny Johnson, who I'm not the biggest fan of, only because he kind of really just reposts people's content. That's what he's known for. He's a reposter. And he somehow has 3-4 million followers. Like, how do you get
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, how do you get that freaking popular by simply just resharing people's content? There's got to be some kind of underlining thing there. I don't know. So, but I mean, he claims he has no involvement with the Russians or whatever, and he has.
I just want to know why. I just want to know why the Russians haven't contacted us yet and given us money.
I know. Shit. I mean, look, I'm not saying I'll accept the money, but I mean, the fact that
I probably would.
I mean, it's just a few. I'm like, look, they said they wanted to give me money. What am I going to do? Say no? I mean, come on. I mean, what they gave?
They'd be super pissed at me because I wouldn't deliver what they wanted, but I'd take the money. They'd be like, you say you bring in more propaganda for Russia, and you didn't say shit. It's like, well, I tried, man. There's only like like 5 people were listening at the time. I don't know what to tell you.
But it's freaking...
I tried. All right, look.
But
you say like... you were a big streamer. Yeah, well, I meant physically. I don't know.
Look, you already gave me the money. I already spent it. So what are you gonna do?
It's too late.
But yeah,
Russian mobs after us.
they gave Dave Rubin and Tim Pool like I was saying earlier, like $500,000 to do like 3 or 4 videos, which is effing insane. I mean, I really don't like Dave Rubin either. He just
I just find him boring.
Yeah, he's just the he just seems like he's always trying to jump on the bandwagon of whatever's popular at the time. Like there was a short period of time where really early on in the campaign, everybody thought DeSantis was going to be the choice. He was like, "Yeah, I'm all full bone DeSantis. I'm gay for DeSantis, and I'm going." And now he's all like, "All right, Trump 2024." It's like whatever's popular, he just regurgitates. So I don't know. It's hard for me to trust people that are always bouncing around their opinions so much. And he really only got popular because he was like that one gay dude on the right side.
Well, no, he got popular because he used to be part of what the fuck were they called? Well, no, they're still around. Shit. Cenk Uyghur's company.
Oh, the Young Turks.
Yeah, so he used to like go on the Young Turks all the time. And then what happened was he started realizing like all the people that they would like, bash and stuff on screen. Like sometimes like Cenk would like have like a friendly phone call with them on like, the next fucking day. And then like they bash people. And then all of a sudden he like, the one time, I guess it was someone he worked with back in the day, like when he was on like radio and stuff. And they started doing this hit piece on this, right-wing guy that he used to work with. And they said, oh, he's this racist. He's a homophobe. He's this and that and blah, blah, blah. And, he eats children or something, something stupid like that. And Dave Rubin's like, what the fuck? I used to, work with this guy. This guy was not a homophobe. He wasn't a racist. And it kind of was like his moment where he's just like, I don't know if I can work with these people anymore because someone that I was friendly with and, had a good relationship with, all of a sudden now is this racist and I need to bash him on, YouTube, and it doesn't make any sense to him. So that's why he switched over and did his own thing, which I can respect that, like leaving, because the Young Turks did not, like if you were like one of their main people, you didn't get paid a little amount of money. So I guess I'll give him some respect there. But yeah, that's the whole reason why he's considered to be on the right now.
Yeah, and he was good friends with Prager and stuff, so he got another PragerU person. It's kind of like Candace. A lot of them got started on PragerU and then they went on to do other things. But and also it's funny when I was looking more into this and stuff, I randomly. The what?
Rob called him chunk yogurt, and that was just funny. That was just funny. I have been seeing Anna. She has been leaning more right.
She's been waking up a little bit lately. She's had a couple of good rants. She's surprisingly just kind of. It seems like she's just actually being fair. Like looking around, like what the hell's going on? Like she's kind of understanding the appeal to Trump, why people like him. I'm just like, all right, this is
well. I think the real reason is her biological clock is ticking, and she realized that like all the left leaning guys probably can't produce an ounce of semen among them. So she's like, well, I gotta get with a right wing guy. That's the only way.
Yeah, she might be. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, she's. I think Chunk Yogurt was just on with Lex Friedman too. He's kind of an idiot. Every once in a blue moon, he says something where it's like maybe he's waking up, but then he's like, "Oh no, he's just retarded."
Cenk,
yeah.
I think you meant Lex there for a minute.
No. Lex is
which,
very.
By the way, I'm surprised he did an interview with Trump. That was
he did.
Shit.
I got a clip from that. Where he actually
segue.
Segue. Because we kind of covered the Russia stuff. I don't think we really need to dip. Like we don't know what's happening. Like Russia always pops up every election. I'm not ready to fully condemn Lauren Chen because we just don't know enough now.
Yeah, and Russia, I wish you guys would stop supporting these known people and start giving us money.
Yeah,
because
poor, right?
I will gladly say, yeah, Putin is right in the Ukraine war.
I don't know, man. For here,
I'll take a couple 100,000. All right, just give it to me. Come on.
But they we'll see. I mean, so many people are like have these knee-jerk reactions like, oh, the hell with Lauren Chen, she's a Russian operative. And I'm like, there's always a reason that the DOJ does something. I'm not trusting them for a second. Let's wait and see what happens. It is kind of interesting though. When I was looking into it a little bit more, I was looking at Benny Johnson because I was hearing that he got fired from his last job, which is BuzzFeed. I didn't know he worked for BuzzFeed, and he got fired because he got caught 42 times plagiarizing things. He just kept stealing things, and he would just steal people's articles and whatnot. And switch the words
fake it
around.
till you make it, bro.
Yeah, but I was saying it's funny though because that's what I was just saying he's known for. He's just known for reposting content, and then here he gets fired from his first job for plagiarism, and it was from freaking BuzzFeed. And
I wish I had a job where I could just steal people's stuff and fucking make money.
Well, he got
I can't do that.
I know Salty Cracker was a little pissed at him because he was stealing Salty's kind of saying is let the salt flow. And Benny Johnson was using that for a while. I don't know if he still uses it, but he was for a while. And yeah, I mean Salty's always cool about it, like, whatever, but just what the hell, man? Like that's my thing. And like, yeah, that's Benny Johnson for you. But that's why I don't really like him. I mean, he's just, first of all, where the hell did he come from? He came out of nowhere, reposting things, and now he's got like 3-4 million subscribers, filthy stinking rich. Like, what the hell?
Well, maybe he did take the Russian money then.
Maybe, yeah. They all did. I don't think they deny that. Even I think Tim Pool was on Ben Shapiro's show talking about like, look, I took the money, but I don't know anything about the shady stuff of it and all that and blah blah blah. So who knows? I don't know. I don't trust anybody, but speaking of influencers, well, hey, what's going on, Scarlett? How you doing? How's your Sunday? But speaking of influencers, we'll go right to the Lex Freeman. So you guys know they're having a little spat, Trump and Joe Rogan, and it's a shame to see because it's, you want people who are free thinkers to all get
Are
along.
they having a spat though, or is it just all drummed up? Or
it's probably mostly drummed up. I mean, Trump did drop a tweet or truth, whatever, saying, it will be interesting to see Joe Rogan get booed at UFC next time, so taking a couple jabs at him, but nothing too serious.
Well, I would just boo Joe Rogan because, I don't like bald people.
Whoa. He's but Joe Rogan's fine. He's just he's a little bit of a fence sitter.
Yeah, he is a fence sitter, and I think that's my major problem with Joe Rogan. It's like, dude, you have all. Well, the same problem I have with him is the same problem I have with my one buddy Nate. It's like Nate says all of this stuff and is like super politically incorrect, super, edgy humor type and all this other stuff, and I'm just like, dude, you are so close to just being like a straight up Republican, a straight up, right winger, as you call it. And at the same time, like, you're holding all these super left wing political views. And I don't even know if they're like his true views or whatever, but I'm just like it doesn't match it. Cause like, if the people that you're promoting and stuff actually get in office and actually get like complete full power, you will not have like the ability to say the shit that you're saying right now.
Yeah,
like you will, it'll be just bad.
Yep.
But it's almost like he doesn't see. It's almost like he doesn't see the hypocrisy of what he's all about. I don't know. It's just really weird. And that's kind of what I think about Joe Rogan every time I talk about him, is like, he says all this stuff, he does all this stuff, and he acts like a right-wing 2A kind of guy. Yeah. And then the next minute he's like, well, I think, we need to have the Democrats in because they're going to blah, blah, blah. It's like, motherfucker, if the Democrats get in, you won't be able to do your comedy bit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I think just like some people like him just don't really grasp how like serious it is. I don't know if we'll go over too much of it, but you have, Kamala Harris saying things flat out, like, I will ban X, I will ban, people from speaking, like flat out saying it, like, commie Kamala. But it's pretty wild stuff. But I think people like your friend Nate probably just probably misinformed. A lot of Democrats pry on low information voters. You can wake them up, though. You can share, you got to wake them up somehow. Share some of the Crowder content. Maybe it'll, I don't know.
Oh, he hates Crowder.
But
again, that's just because he's told to hate him.
Yeah, of course. They do what they say. But speaking of influencers, here. Oh, why are you blocked by Lex? I feel like we might have talked about this before, Robert. That's crazy. I wonder why he blocked you. He's like, Lex is kind of like a younger.
Probably called him a fag or something.
Yeah.
Is that what you did, Robert? I feel like that would be your MO.
I feel like Lex is a less intelligent Jordan Peterson. I'm not saying he's not smart. He's a really smart person, but he's just not quite at the bar of Jordan Peterson. But he tries to be, or at least wants to be.
To be honest, I didn't know who Lex Friedman was until like I think it was like 2 years ago, maybe. Or maybe it might have been longer when like he did that interview with I forget who it was. It was either like oh man, who was it with? It might have been like Ben Shapiro or something like that.
He's done a lot of big ones.
Like he said, like he did like a major right wing one, and everybody's like, "I can't believe Lex would give him the time of day." And blah, blah, blah,
yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah, one of those. I heard it was because I liked a post by the guy that threatened Hassan Parker. What?
The guy that hey, you put some respect on his name. The guy that threatened Hassan Piker.
That took me a second. I will kill you. Yeah. Oh, apparently, Sam Hyde's going to be on Tucker Carlson, which is huge because
that is kind of crazy.
Most of the big time media just kind of ignores him for the most part. But yeah, well, he kind of addresses the whole Joe Rogan thing. Which I thought was kind of interesting.
Speaking of marijuana, let me ask you about my good friend Joe Rogan. So you had a bit of tension with him.
I can't place an age on him. Like he looks young, but I feel like he's not. I don't know.
It's because of how he speaks. He speaks like he's like fucking under 30, but I feel like he's over 30. He has to be.
Yeah, I feel like he is. But he's not from the US. I don't know where he's from exactly, but probably
how could you forget Sam Hyde, Robert? Come on.
How dare you?
How dare you forget that crazy?
That is the ghost of Kiev. Come on.
Yeah. Dude, I can't believe he made all that shit up. That's crazy.
And Adam Kinzinger fell for it. The stupid Republican that was, a faggot going after. He actually believed it.
Yeah, a lot of people did. Dude, I had some of my friends like the one dude my one buddy's brother.
Robert.
But I will not name names, but it was really funny cuz he's like ex Air Force, and so like he was all like hyped about because at the beginning, I guess at the beginning like everybody was kind of for Ukraine, but like I feel like I was the only one that was like I really don't care what happens over there. Am I the only one that doesn't care? Yeah. And I felt like maybe I was missing something, but I'm kind of glad that I had that position where I was just like, yeah, I really don't care that a bunch of people over there like. I was like, thank God, like we're just not involved in another war. I just don't care. Yeah. But
I really don't.
But anyway, so like he's posting all this stuff about the ghost of Kiev or whatever, and about this stuff, and I'm just like, man, that's kind of crazy. Like, I was like, I find that really hard to believe that. Like, first off, Ukraine has a fighter pilot that good. And second off, that he's like lived this long.
Yeah.
And like I just like thought it was kind of odd. And then when it finally came out that like the whole thing was a troll from Sam Hyde, I was like, holy fuck, that's funny. Like, I remember giving him shit for a while about that. Like dude, you're so I don't understand your Ghost to Kiev story. It was just because like it was so true, though. You told me it was true.
There was so much misinformation when that war first happened.
There was a ton. It was hilarious to me.
Oh my god, it was insane. But yeah, we'll get this over with, and we'll keep going.
So when he said nice things about RFK Jr., I think you've said some not so nice things about Joe. I think that was a bit unfair. And as a fan of Joe, I would love to see you do his podcast because he is legit.
It'll never happen.
Greatest conversationalist in the world. So what's the story behind the tension?
I don't think there was any tension, and I've always liked him, but I don't know him. I mean, I only see him when I walk into the arena with Dana, and I shake his hand. I see him there, and I think he's good at what he does, but I don't know about doing his podcast. I mean, I guess I'd do it, but I haven't been asked, and I'm not asking them, I'm not asking anybody.
Sounds like a challenging negotiation situation.
No, it's not. It's not really a negotiation.
I'm not going to ask him.
And he's sort of a liberal guy, I guess, from what I understand. But he likes Kennedy. This was before I found this out before Kennedy came in with us. He's going to be great. Bobby's going to be great. But I like that he likes Kennedy. I do too. He's a different kind of a guy, but he's got some great things going. And I think he's going to be beyond politics. I think he could be quite influential in taking care of some situations that you probably would agree should be taken care of.
Yeah.
Well, and so the whole thing with that too is like, I'm almost positive Trump doesn't manage 100% of the posts that come off of his Truth Social. Like, and I'm pretty sure that whole thing, like with the, like him getting booed out of the next UFC, like was not Trump.
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been just because Trump just he's kind of reactionary when it comes to
definitely
media.
And then he ended up getting Bobby Kennedy under his like wing. So it's kind of funny to see that post. And like I think it's a legit question from Lex. Like, hey, you said all this shit and now it was in a reaction to him supporting Kennedy over you, and now you have Kennedy. Like, what's the deal?
Trump's very like in the moment when it comes to social media. Like he talks shit, but I mean, if you're gonna extend a hand, he'll be your best friend. Like look at RFK. He some of the stuff he said about RFK was brutal, and now he says the best things possible about RFK. Which I'm really excited about. I don't know if you guys follow me on X, but I've been really sorry, I hit play again on that. I've been really posting a lot about I really like RFK's VP pick. In the beginning she kind of seemed very left leaning. I don't know if you follow her at Nicole Shanahan.
No, I have not seen anything on her.
She's fairly impressive. I originally when it came out, everyone was like, oh, she's some kind of left wing. I don't know if she's a billionaire, but she is very, very wealthy. If you were like, oh, she's left wing, she's a little crazy, and I'm just like, ugh. I'm like, this is a bad look for RFK. But she's turning out to be very based. She's very, very pro the whole MAGA plus MAHA is what they're calling it, Make America Healthy Again. Union.
She looks like my one buddy's mom. Like that's not even a joke. That's not even a joke. My one buddy
she's
from
pretty good looking. I mean, but yeah, she's been based. She's
I should call him up and be like, hey, is your mom like is your mom helping out RFK?
Yeah. I want to see if I probably don't have it. Let me see real quick. She put out this awesome ad. Oh, here it is. I think this is it. So if you guys don't know, just catch you up, RFK dropped out, endorsed Trump. He originally said, hey, look, in, swing states, vote for Trump, but in the states that don't matter, you can vote for me. But now he's just saying, ignore all that, vote for Trump, wherever you are, vote for Trump. But there was just a unity moment during that when RFK came out and the fireworks are going off and they're shaking their hands. It was really just, a former Democrat endorsing a Republican's like never really happened before.
That is actually something that has it. Like, there's always been Republicans that have like, oh, I support this. Ship. Yeah, I support this Democrat now. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, and it's but
when it's the other way around, it's like, there might be something to it.
Yeah. They're like, oh, Dick Cheney endorsed Kamala Harris. I'm like, first of all, I didn't even know he was still alive.
I thought you guys hated Dick Cheney. Weren't you guys making all the shotgun jokes about him shotgunning his friend in the face?
Which he did do. It's a real thing.
Pretty funny.
Yeah,
sorry, that's funny.
A hunting accident or accident. I don't know, but
accident.
Oh, I accidentally shot you in the head, dude. My bad.
Oh man, I swear to God, there was a bird right out. Boom!
There's a bird in your head. Don't move. Yeah. Oh my God, I remember like just years ago, like just all the crazy stuff that they said against Dick Cheney, and they made a movie of him with I think it was Christian Bale played Dick Cheney. They were brutal. They hated his guts. I mean, warmonger, which I totally agree now. Fast forward, I agree. He is a warmonger.
Well, yeah, I never liked Dick Cheney to begin with.
Yeah. But it's like now
I like back then they were like overly brutal to him, and I was just like, guys, like I get it. He's kind of a loser, but let's calm down here. He's not the second coming of the Antichrist. Or whatever.
But now but now they're all like, oh, see, he's great. He's a good guy.
Dude, see how reasonable he is.
It's the same thing with George Bush. They freaking love George Bush now, and my God, I remember some of the stuff
party, baby.
Yeah, that's what it is. God, I remember all the just all the SNL stuff and all that about mocking George Bush and
yeah, it was so tiresome too, because he would do something and then I never thought he was that amazing of a president, but I never went, oh man, we should definitely just make fun of every little fucking if he had a sneeze that was off script, for God's sake, they would fucking make fun of it. You know what I mean? Oh, he's an idiot. Did you see he sneezed? And I was just like, all right, guys, let's calm down.
It was brutal. That's how Will Ferrell had it. He was kind of like, oh my God, what the hell's the dude's name that he mocks Trump and he shot the lady in the Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin's super famous for Trump.
Dude, he shot at least Dick Cheney had the foresight to not kill the person he accidentally shot.
Alec
Baldwin was like this bitch is talking about me behind my back. Boom! Oh, how did a bullet get in there?
And he got off for some kind of, it was like a technicality. It was like, oh, you guys forgot to submit this evidence by this timeline, so the case is dismissed. It was some bullshit thing. It was clearly the judge was paid off. I mean, anybody
that happens when you have a lot of money and you're trying to keep a lot of conspiracies and stuff at bay, and it's like, oh man, we got to keep the client log for Epstein quiet, we got to keep Weinstein's log quiet, we got to keep this quiet. You know what, Judge, how about we just pay you a couple $100 million so that this whole thing goes away and Alec Baldwin didn't kill anyone?
Anyone who thinks that doesn't happen is naive as hell. I mean, that happens in Hollywood and the politicians,
yeah, well, that's why the whole joke for the longest time was that the casting couch for porn and all that is the same as the casting couch for Hollywood. That was the whole joke and all that.
Yep.
And it was a true joke, though. It was I do not doubt that Scarlett Johansson probably slept her way into the MCU. I'm sorry. That's
Harvey
probably
Weinstein.
What happened.
I mean, did you ever see the compilation of all the female actresses praising Harvey Weinstein?
Yes.
It wasn't Meryl Streep that said
defended the fuck out of him. Yep.
Yeah, said he was like a god or something like that, and it's like, all right, he most likely said, hey, if you do this or that, I'll give you this job. If you're an actress,
he's like, hey, this ain't gonna suck itself. All right.
Yeah. I mean, you guys do realize there's millions and millions of people who audition and give up their life to go to Hollywood and try to make it, and they're not going to make it. It's a handful of people. Yeah,
and those handful of people, they sucked and fucked the best.
Those handful of people have a mouthful of stuff. So
they are so good at it.
But that's the only way you're going to make it in Hollywood. But anyways, we'll switch gears back to Nicole Shanahan talking about Make America Healthy Again. And this is something I'm very big on. This is the first time a presidential candidate ran on just making people healthy again. It's unheard of. They're kind of doing the whole kind of stealing from MAGA a little bit, doing Baja, Make America Healthy Again. And it's huge. He's going to look into our foods. RFK is already going to be appointed in Trump's administration. A lot of people are getting cancer at young ages. They're getting all these crazy diseases because our food's so processed. It's so bad for you. You look at I saw this old photo. I think it was from 19. I want to say 50 maybe. I think it was Atlantic City, the boardwalk. And one thing I noticed.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Nobody even
crazy
slightly overweight there. It was crazy, and it was before all the processed foods and everything. We went.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blame my fatness on that too. Right
but they're literally poisoning us. We just don't.
Oh yeah, I see it. You look at my favorite videos to watch are the ones where they put the cups out of the drinks or whatever. Oh, here's a Dunkin' Donuts,
Oh, how much sugar's in this thing?
I always laugh at that. I go I definitely drank all of that fucking sugar. I tasted it. It went down smooth. That's smooth.
It's wild. It's like the guy that you're probably talking about, the same guy I'm thinking of, where he goes to Dunkin' Donuts and just holds up a cup. Like if you're ordering a whatever off the menu, a spicy,
if you're ordering their 32-ounce pumpkin spice super latte, blah 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 blah. He's like, this is how much sugar's in it, and it's just like, boom! It's just insane. It's like most of the cup is filled with sugar, and you're like, holy fuck!
Yeah, it's insane. But they're running off that to really investigate our foods, and they don't want that. They're not going to let Trump become president. I mean, just not even just for Trump, but who he's putting in his cabinet, like RFK, and actually investigating big food and big pharma.
Yeah, if there's one thing that's more powerful than oil companies, it's probably the food companies.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody always goes like, oh man, oil companies are this or that. I'm just like, yeah, sure, but have you looked at the food companies? Have you even seen people who have tried to correct, look at what happened with Michelle Obama when she tried to do that whole make America move again, or not make America move again. I'm sorry, make what the hell was that called?
I know what you're talking about.
It was like an exercise, but originally it was supposed to be about eating better foods and staying away from sugars, and then all of a sudden she got a talking to, and the entire program just got shifted to exercising more.
Yeah, but see, the thing,
can't talk about bad sugars. Can't do that.
The thing about her program was it was literally just banning food from stopping you that. Remember in New York for a while they stopped big gulps, and they stopped extra large drinks. That was just simply banning stuff. Like RFK is talking about, let's investigate the ingredients. Let's see what they're putting in our foods and hold those responsible, because that's what's giving us cancer. That's giving us
he's gonna get shot.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They're
gonna kill him.
That's what I mean. How many Kennedys have been assassinated already?
He's gonna be the sixth one, I think.
Yeah, they're not I forget who it was, but even Tucker Carlson said they're what if Trump wins the election? They're not gonna let him be president. You guys understand this? They're not gonna let him. I don't know what's gonna happen exactly, but everything falls apart if Trump gets in there this time with his administration, with RFK going in there with him. Everything's exposed. Big food, big pharma.
Oh, and there goes my lovely wife. Lets everybody know I'm married. Everybody knows I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I approve.
I might be gay. Guys. We'll see. But we
I might be
TBD. We'll see what happens. But we went apple picking today, which is something I've never did. We just went out to an orchard, grabbed apples.
That is okay. I take it back. It might be gay.
Yeah, it might be gay. But no, what's not gay is just being able to eat food straight off the tree. I was just picking apples, just eating them, and they don't charge you for it. You just eat whatever you want. But you go in their shop, everything apple cider, apple, butter. They have apple everything.
So you stole apples from a small company, you bastard.
Yeah, it was a farm. They allowed it. They allowed it. Actually,
mark it down. Mark it. Cav steals from farmers.
They allowed it. They're gonna call me out. Hey, I posted a photo of their business today on Instagram.
That's not near as bad as me wanting to accept money from Putin. All right, that's not near as bad.
But my point being is that you can taste, and you can just the overall not processed foods. That was fresh. That was the way it was meant to be. It was the way God meant it to be, was just eating food before it's injected in all this crap. Because even fruits and vegetables, once they get to the grocery store, it's there's so much crap in it. It's you don't get the same nutrition as you would growing it yourself. Which is something I really want to invest in soon.
Well, it depends, because if I start growing, I'd probably suck at it and be like, tiny little apples that big. Fuck, what did I do wrong?
As long as it's fresh from the ground. But Make America Healthy Again is their platform, and it's something I really want to get behind. But they put out this ad, which is, I think, phenomenal. And his VP pick is impressing me. I kind of feel bad for crapping on her when he first announced her, but she's kind of turning me around a little bit.
Don't worry about it.
You've probably been hearing the new phrase lately.
Make America.
Make America.
Make America.
Make America.
Make America healthy again.
Make America healthy again. But what does that mean? Well, turns out a lot of things. Here's how I understand it. It means embracing things like this, and this, and this, and this. It's a little less of this, and a little more of this.
Apples.
Apples.
Less of this.
There we go. Told you.
The apples.
More of this.
I'm ahead of the game.
Yeah, that little girl was also stealing
Less
from
of
a
this.
farmer.
Get her.
And more of this. It's eating food that's real and grown, and restoring our soils in order to do so. It's little things like this,
Ignoring it.
big things like this,
I'll have to check into that, Robert.
and the most important things like this. It's this,
I've never heard of it.
and this, and this, even this.
Make a
So
baby.
yeah, turns out it's a lot of things that, well,
Meat. Good old meat.
seem pretty great.
You look like you'd like meat in your mouth.
Well, can't deny that. Make America healthy again. That's huge. That's unheard of for a presidential candidate, but I'm ready for it. MAGA?
I'm ready for some meat.
I can.
I am not ready to steal from a local farmer like you, though. I'm not there
Well,
yet.
Gotta do what we can in these trying times. So
Apple Harvest Festival in Biglersville. Where the fuck is Biglersville?
I'm not familiar, but I'll definitely look into it.
Yeah, we should go there. We should do a live stream there and just.
We do. We got to do more live.
We should just
public
go there
live
and just be like, "Don't worry, I'll stop him from stealing all the apples."
We got to do some live public streams. You know,
Yeah, we should do that. We should just go to like some of these like festivals and just live stream. from
interview
there.
people. You know, are you supporting Trump or are you supporting Kamala? We need to know now.
Don't look over here. I'm just stealing some apples.
Yeah. We'll try to do some more live stuff. I think it'll be fun, but we'll figure that out. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we are going to I think head over to Rumble only now. We went a little over time, but we are going to discuss more pop culture stuff over on Rumble. I think that's going to how we're going to try to split it up now. Like focus kind of politics and whatnot in the first half, and then when we head over to Rumble only, we'll focus more on the pop culture side of things. But yeah, it'll be good. We're going to talk about the Minecraft movie. We got to talk about some of the woke stuff going on in video games. We got a couple other things.
Well, also it's a lot harder to get banned over on Rumble when you start talking about politics stuff. Like a lot of times it's like safe because it's just like, oh, this is what this politician said. But then when you get into like the video games and stuff like that, and you start saying some words that YouTube doesn't like, then they start like flagging your videos for no reason. It's like oh, I just mentioned this one video game. It's like, oh, we got to flag him for copyright.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Like Solar Toko over on Twitch. We do use X a good amount. I think we're live over there right now.
It's live right now. I see us.
Yeah, I'm at Patriotic_Cav. It's literally listed right down there. Adam is at Bixlorious Rises. You can check that in the info below. We are
don't look at my current tag. I am Camel Toe Harris today.
Yeah, we're over there on X. If you guys want to follow us again at Patriotic_Cav. We are going to head over to Rumble only though. That's how we split up our streams. We do part 1 and then we do part 2 over on Rumble. So if you guys want to head over there now, you can check our pinned X post, or you can check the description below if you're watching on YouTube or wherever for our Rumble link. Robert just posted it there. I'm trying to pin it. Can I do it? There we go. Let me try to pin it over here so everybody can see it. Copy. Oh, I cannot for whatever reason.
I'm gonna go grab another beer then when we switch over.
All right.
Because you're gonna have some form of issue with your camera, so I'm gonna have to drink again.
Probably. Yeah, you got to get that ready. It's gonna happen. But yeah, appreciate everybody watching over on Twitch. Thanks for the extra follow, Solar. Glad you guys you found us using the MAGA tag. Oh, I'm glad.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, hell yeah, yeah. We're trying to stream. We're trying to multi-stream a little bit on Twitch and on Kick. Kind of just go all over the place. Again, all of the links are below. Adam's X is there as well. If you guys want to follow.
Oh, you don't want to follow me? I just post stupid shit.
Yeah. So, we're gonna head over there now. Take a quick break. And then we'll see you guys over there. Talk more pop culture stuff. Have a little bit of fun. And we'll see you guys over there. Thanks for watching on the other platforms. If you don't follow us over there, like, subscribe if you want to support the channel. Goes a long way. Share if you can.
Yeah, every like and share is one less apple he has to steal from a local farmer.
That's right. That's all it takes.
That's all you gotta do.
All right, we'll see you guys over there.
Money can buy you almost anything. It can't buy you immortality. That you have to earn. I'm gonna look you in the eyes, and I'm gonna tell you the future. It's an American story, and that's why Americans are gonna love it. People are gonna build you up. God, are they going to? Because when you're great and new, we love you. Man, we'll build you into something that doesn't even exist. You're gonna change the fucking world. But you know what? Once they've built you as high as they possibly can, they're gonna tear you back down. It's the most predictable pattern. We build you into something that doesn't exist, and that means you have to try to be that thing. All day, every day. That's how it works. And we do it again, and again, and again. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. You're gonna be attacked, betrayed, exposed, and humiliated. And you'll survive that. A lot of people can climb that mountain. It's the way down that breaks them. Because that's the moment when you are truly alone. And what will you do then? Can you summon the will to fight on through all the pain and rise again? That will be the defining question of your life. And I think you already know the answer. And that's why we're all here. A shoe is just a shoe. Until somebody steps into it. Then it has meaning. The rest of us just want a chance to touch that greatness. And we need you in these shoes, not so you have meaning in your life, but so that we have meaning in ours. Everyone will be forgotten as soon as our time here is up. Except for you. You're gonna be remembered forever. Because some things are eternal. And your story is gonna make us fight and never give up.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.